Hey friend, happy Tuesday. Today I am sharing with you a vlog. That's hard for me to say. I don't know if it's just generally hard to say, but I decided to do a vlog because I want to tell you about something that we've incorporated as parents in our family, and I love it. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I'm hoping it will inspire you parents, and it has to do with social media. As many of you know, we just took Abby and dropped her off at Lancaster Bible College to start a program called One Life. And I remember back to May when we went to their very last open house. I'm sitting there in a parent orientation, just hearing about One Life and praying the whole time in my mind, God, is this where you want Abby? And they were sharing some really awesome things about what they do. Then they started to talk about how they go about that. And one of the things they talked about was a week-long camping trip in tents where you didn't shower. And I started to think, okay, you know, maybe Abby would be up for that. I mean, she's not a diva, but I still thought she's 18 and I don't know that we've ever camped in tents. So second, they talked about how the kids will get a workout plan in place to just learn discipline and health. All right, so 3 days a week they're supposed to work out and with a friend and, you know, develop accountability with that, which I think is awesome. And then the last thing they said was we will take their phones for each week and they'll get it on Sunday. And I was like, okay, this has been nice, but I cannot imagine my teenager or most teenagers giving up their phone for the week and getting it for a portion of time on Sunday. And I just thought, sounds like a great idea, but that's just not going to happen. And then I just felt like God kind of whispering to my heart, but what if this is what I want? What if this is supposed to happen? So Abby's been gone for about a month now. When we were on our way home from dropping her off, I was thinking about the summertime and how we were going in all different directions, and we did a lot of fun things, but the kids were on their phones a lot. And I thought about how I really wanted to scale back on social media in our home and entertainment, TV, all of it. Anything that just gets the kids staring at a screen, I just wanted to scale back. I'm gonna be honest, I've struggled with learning the balance because the deal is we live in a technology world. And so I just got to thinking over the next couple of days, you know what we're gonna start? We're gonna start Abby hours. If Abby can give up her phone like she's doing, we can carve out time every day and use that as a break from social media. I will say I was a little nervous to start Abby hours, but I stood strong and I told the kids, listen guys, Abby's doing something pretty incredible, and if she can give up her phone for the week, we can give up the phone each day for what we're gonna call Abby hours. And the kids said, okay. So I was like, all right, that's what we're doing. So I remember the first day that we were going to implement it. I told them when school starts, you're going to come home from school, you're going to dock your phone from 3 o'clock, which is when they get home, to 6 o'clock. After dinner, you can be on there for a little while till you dock your phone for the night. And they dock their phones at 9 and 9:30. So I just got to tell you, it has been changing our family. Now, the first day we tried it was the day that I was going to take the girls school shopping to get their supplies. And I got really nervous because I had already talked about Abby hours, but we hadn't really done it yet. So I texted home and I said, listen, I'm coming to get you and we're going to go shopping and we're going to have Abby hours. We're not going to be on our phones. We're just going to be together. And so we did it. And basically, we had the best time. We had an amazing time. The girls laughed, they talked, they looked at things together, they picked out stuff and told each other what they thought. Their heads weren't down, they weren't in phones, and I wasn't in my phone. And it was an awesome day. So we've been doing Abby hours since school started from 3 to 6. The kids are cleaning their rooms. Now listen, I don't want to make it sound like it's magic, but there's a little bit of magic to it. I think the kids don't realize what they're missing in face-to-face interaction. The girls are talking more than ever. They're laughing. A couple times I've noticed that we're all talking around the counter in the kitchen and laughing, and it's just really changing the dynamic in our home. Now, here's the thing, just a little tip. Maybe you can't do 3 to 6. It's probably the best if you can carve out time when you can be with the kids and make the most of it. There are a couple things that I think every parent should be thinking about and totally should be implementing. You need a parental filter. You need some type of filter on your kids' devices so that you are either aware or able to control what they're visiting and what they're looking at. That's crucial. You also want to set boundaries for nighttime. Frankly, I think it's a distraction for your kids to take their cell phones to bed, and that's just my opinion. It doesn't cost much. The other thing is the Abby hours are working, carving out time during the day. I just had to share this because it's been awesome. I just kept thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? The last thing that I want to encourage you with is to just pray. Pray for your kids. Pray for yourself as a parent. I can tell you right now, parenting is the hardest thing I've ever done. And I want to do it well. And I want my kids to grow up in strength. And I want them to seek God. So as I've been praying for them, God has placed a couple of words on my heart that I pray specifically for them. And I just want to share them with you too. The words are guard, guide, and grow. So I've been asking God to guard my kids, not only against the dangers of social media, but the dangers in the world. God knows best how to protect them. And so I ask him every day, God, guard my kids. Secondly, I ask God to guide them. I'm asking God to give them a hunger for him and to know him more and just to guide their footsteps. And the third thing is grow, that God would help them to grow in character and in wisdom and in godliness. I'm asking him to give them a hunger for the Bible. I hope that this vlog has been helpful for you, and I hope that you'll think about incorporating your own Abby hours in some way into your day. I'd love to hear from you and to hear how maybe you'll incorporate this idea into your family and how it's going for you. And I want to encourage you when you start this plan to be strong. You can do it. And to hold your ground, because there will be negotiations. You got to stand strong. Don't negotiate. And be surprised, because they might fight a little bit. They might argue a little bit. But when you stand your ground, they just kind of go along with it. And it's pretty awesome. You can blame it on me, but I think it's something you might want to give a try. I promise you, you won't regret it. Happy Tuesday.